Welcome to the Pump Rules Podcast, the show where cast and connoisseurs come to talk all things Vanderpump Rules.
Toast.
That's a good.
Toast.
That's a good mic check word, actually.
Toast.
And James, want to give me a couple?
Hold up, get loose. Who's up? Who's who? Oh, who's me? Who's you?
There we go.
I don't even know because I just took two.
I think that might be one of my favorite lyrics of your tracks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that one, especially "Who's Me, Who's You," because that's the state you want to get into when you're out and about.
Wait, did you know my? Did you not recognize my toast?
I don't think
reference is from the first Mission Impossible.
You know, I've not seen that.
What?
Yeah, I know. Well, we should have a side series of films I haven't seen that Tom has shot.
Wait,
that I haven't
who plays
seen.
that part in Mission Impossible?
So
Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
Is it?
Ving Rhames.
Oh, Ving Rhames. Okay, all right. Yeah.
So
that's like the older one.
So Ving Rhames,
I'm too young for this.
As he's getting pulled out of the CIA headquarters computer room place.
Yeah.
He starts going toast. You just gotta watch it.
I do. I got to see that. That and what's the other one we got to watch? You told me Cuffs. That's right, Cuffs.
Huh.
I have the Laserdisc for you.
Tom Sandoval
That's
is Toast 2. In Toast 2. Hey,
Toastier than before.
toastier than ever before. Sandoval. Tom Sandoval
That's great American accent.
is toast.
Yeah, James, give us
American
It's good,
accent.
it's good.
I've only just learned like that this year.
Yeah. Also joining us is Deanna Espir.
Diana Espir. Crowd goes wild. I'm going to interview you.
Interview me. I'm not very nice.
Welcome, Diana.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Diana.
A little fun fact about Diana. Diana's actually from my hometown in London, Highgate. She actually, not from there, but she lived there.
Yeah, like very close.
Very close to where I was
Wow.
born.
Yeah.
Sandoval, yeah. So she knows about the culture.
Yep.
Cool. And you've only been in Los Angeles for 1 year.
You remember? Oh my
I
God, you're a
do.
great journalist. Maybe we should swap careers.
You know, I always wanted to be. I want to host the MTV Music Awards one
What?
day.
Wait.
You know that's my job. I'm a host.
Oh, really?
But like for a digital network, not for
What? Wait.
We should collaborate.
Let me.
Yeah.
Are we recording right now? Oh yeah. Wait. Let me ask something. Why do you sound like Pandora and you sound like James, like Cockney? You know,
Who's
Like,
Pandora?
Walter.
You know,
Wait,
I did move to a slightly not so nice part of London.
What's it called? Where is it?
I moved to I was living in Twickenham for a little bit.
Twickenham?
Hey, no, yeah, Twickenham's not bad. Twickenham's not bad. I was in Richmond upon Thames. That's very nice.
That's lovely.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I went to
lovely.
a public school in Richmond upon Thames.
Ohio?
With actually Georgia Jagger, Mick Jagger's
Ooh,
daughter. Yeah, she
fancy.
had a little crush on me actually at the fireworks. We had a Guy Fawkes fireworks thing, and I wasn't into it though.
She had a crush on me too.
Yeah, we were
Envy.
little. We were like I don't know, tiny. But then I moved to Twickenham. I lived in a pub. You know, my dad owned a pub for a little bit,
Awesome. Yeah.
and then boom, moved to Ibiza, Spain when I was 14.
Ibiza's.
Oh, you're so
shit.
fucking cool.
I've been
Thank
to
you.
Ibiza.
Thank you. Have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I went to school there and stuff. So I was on the.
You went to school there?
Yeah, I was on.
Do you guys party at school or something?
So I was
Is it like
14.
a party school?
It was called San Lorenzo, and it was no, it wasn't a party school. It was very normal, like Spanish people.
Really?
Yeah, because
But when do you start school? Do you start 11 a.m. or something?
No.
Because I hear Spanish people do everything
11
later.
a.m.
No, we got on the bus in the morning.
Trying to make 11 sound early.
We used to get in the bus in the morning. We used to meet at the Spa, and the Spa, SPAR, was like the Tesco's. You know what I mean? The Ralphs.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
So we'd meet there and we'd get on the school bus at 7 a.m. And you're talking about siesta when they go to sleep in the middle of the day.
No, but I noticed in Spain, they eat at super late at
yeah,
night.
you know,
They
every
do
shop
everything.
in Spain.
Oh my God, you literally sound exactly like Pandora.
Who is Pandora?
Lisa's
It's,
daughter.
Lisa's
it's Lisa
daughter.
Vanderpump's daughter.
How do you not know that? You knew that.
I don't know. I
I'm
forgot.
closing my eyes right now and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, Pandora?
But do you know why I sound like her? Because she has an affected English
I think
accent.
she's got a completely different voice, Tom. She
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
sound
so too.
anything like
no,
I think so
Pandora.
too.
She does.
No. You would go to England and say every girl sounds like Pandora then.
No, I would not actually.
Pull up a video of
My
Penny
publicist
talking.
is British, Lisa's British, Ken is British, you're British, Pandora is British.
Surrounded by
and
British.
None of them sound really that much at all alike. Like Ken and Lisa have a completely different British accent. The
Yeah.
same way there's And
Well, the regional
James, you
differences,
sound
yeah.
nothing like Lisa. You sound nothing like Ken.
And unless Ken's really heated up, he's kind of like this. It's a very low kind of like. He's fucking around.
It's more in the throat, you know. It's just sort.
I don't want to expend
That
too
is
much
a
energy.
great
you know?
impression.
It's
I literally thought I
I don't want to
had
really waste my
so-
time on you, peasant.
It's a little. It's like it's slightly nasally and in the throat. It's like
I've got a beautiful wife to expend my energy on. Thank you very much.
And a beautiful house, not to mention my 15 beautiful
I actually
dogs,
I have
yeah?
a question, guys.
20
I'm
beautiful
the only
cars.
girl. I have a question, Craig.
Yes, yeah.
For
I don't want to
James.
spend much energy on anyone either.
I don't blame him. That's why he doesn't walk fast either. He wants to keep the energy.
it's the
I have
Ken
a question
shuffle.
for James.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I need an answer from you.
Yes.
Every time I meet someone in LA,
Right.
people ask me if I'm Australian. And when I
Wow.
say I'm half English, half Swiss, everyone's like, no, you sound
Half
nothing
Swiss. She's
You
also
actually,
half Swiss.
your accent is actually very Australian.
like, fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Tom.
It is. It's been affected.
James, no, but I want James to tell me because he's like,
I've been
think-
but I've been to
English.
Australia twice. And I've been all over. I've been all over the entire country. I've been in more places in Australia than probably 90% of Australians.
Tom
Is that
is
a lie?
literally
Is it a
Tom is
lie?
acting like the James Kennedy today.
No.
I'm like the chill Tom Sandoval, and you're acting
Am I
like
being James
fucking
motherfucking Kennedy right now?
You are
So most people,
loud and
if they're
obnoxious.
if they're gonna get on a plane, here's the thing: if they're gonna get on a plane, they're not gonna go to Darwin. They're gonna go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody from you have a very much like Sydney Australian accent.
is that true, James? I want to know what James
Well, I
said.
haven't been able to get a word in, have I? So, can I answer that question real quick? I don't think it's true. And what
Thank
I
you.
think is honestly this. I can see why people say that to you more. Because people to me, they meet me off the bat and they know I'm English. They're
Yeah.
not going to say, "Well, are you Australian?" Because
I know.
obviously
No,
I'm
hell
not.
no.
My
But
accent's
maybe with
affected.
you, there might be a little tinge there. And I feel like with girls too.
Because we have high-pitched voices.
High-pitched voices, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
little bit less, yeah.
It's
with
also
guys.
Nasally.
yes. That's
And
the
Australian
thing.
guys don't sound like English guys.
So there's two.
No, that's true.
There's
Yeah,
two types.
definitely.
There's two types of Australian accents that I've noticed.
Tell me.
And I'm
Tell
gonna,
us
I'm gonna
everything.
No, I
I'm
do.
gonna-
That is interesting, though.
I'm
That
going to
is.
completely butcher it, but it's like
That's
there's-
even better. We like that. We
Yes.
prefer that.
There's one that's like more sounds like you, where it's like, I'm from Australia, and it's like everything goes up and everything.
How'd you
da-da-da.
do?
And
Good
then
to
like,
see you.
We
"Oh my
officially
God, we're
have
from
beef.
Australia, and it's like this whole like that.
That's good.
And then I'm over exaggerating and destroying it. And then there's the other one. It's like,
What's the other one?
oh, you know, we're gonna go get on the piss and you know,
It's so
piss
good,
on the
yeah.
throat. You know, we got Crocs everywhere. We got you know, there's.
Paul Hogan was huge here before he was big in the States.
You want to call me a bogan, man? All right, I guess I'm a bogan. I mean, you know, it's like that kind
You
of
want to
like.
go fishing?
Yeah, you
And
wanna
there's
You
a-
kind of
there's a-
sounded like Yodel Boy.
I got the kangaroos. My fucking kangaroos.
You know, it's in their pouches, don't you?
Yeah, you know, it's impossible for a Brit to do an Australian accent.
That's right. Yeah, it's just like there's a moat you cannot cross.
It's the energy and the way that you go up,
Totally.
The cadence.
the cadence of
No,
it.
there's
Right.
Liverpool in
Kinda like-
England.
It's kind of like in real quick. It's kind of like with American English and Canadian English. So
no,
Canadian
not at all.
English.
Do you know what it is like that? It's like Liverpool, right, in London.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh,
then
Liverpool's
they
my
have
favorite
a
accent.
You just cut me off, bitch. Let me finish my story. So there's sometimes I've noticed in Canada, sometimes they talk like this, and every sentence ends on the high end, like it kind of sounds like a question.
Never noticed
Is it a
that,
question? So we did this, and then we might have done this, and then this.
mood.
Versus
Set the
like
mood,
versus
bruh.
like in a
Set the fucking mood,
in the
bruh.
US, it's like I went to the store and then I grabbed this. It's like all goes down.
I've
Yeah.
never noticed that.
In Canada, sometimes you'll notice it goes up at the end.
Like Yodel Boy.
I was actually
Yes.
helping an English friend with his American accent.
All right, I'm
and-
done with my
Can I
story.
give it a
the
try?
key was
That was interesting,
because
though.
one of the keys to an American accent,
And it's so
is-
true.
And you go down tonally with the,
Okay.
the opposite of asking the question. So it's sort
Real
of
quick, we are live
Oh, yeah,
with
I
the
should do
Pump
that.
Podcast.
Pump Rules podcast with
Fucked up.
Wait, what is it?
Pump Rules
Oh, the
Podcast.
Pump Rules Podcast,
At Pump
ladies
Rules
and
Pod.
At Pump Rules Pod.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. We're
And
here with
joining
James.
us today is James Kennedy and Tom Sandoval.
Hi, James's dad.
Hey, Dad. I hope you're watching. We have Diana over here. You can find Diana at Diana
ESPIR. Thank you.
Espir. Diana Espir. Am I pronouncing that right?
Espir, yeah.
Espir. You know, Diana's actually from Highgate, everybody. That's where I'm from. I'm not from Highgate, but she lived in Highgate 10 years. Very important. Anyway, we're going to get back to the podcast. Thanks
Sounds
for having
good.
us today.
Oh, I'm lovely having you here.
We set the mood, the candles. Tom's got his course light. Here we go.
Oh.
We need like a better thing. But anyway, carry on.
Can I do one real quick?
We're talking
Sure,
about
of course.
accents right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do one real
Yeah,
quick? And then
please.
I want to okay. I'm on the Pump Rules podcast with Tom.
Hi.
Hello, James.
Hi, everybody.
And
How
of
are
course,
ya?
Craig.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Always fun podcasting with Deanna.
You know what? I'm taking my jacket off.
Do it. Get comfortable. Yeah, the candle's lit. I mean, it's time.
It's time, yeah. See, I knew it would start like.
No, you're right.
it
Yeah,
would
it's
make,
popping off now,
those
James.
bloody candles.
Which is funny. Actually, I was on, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, which you probably didn't, but I was on CBS Sports last night. Me and Schwartz. We
No
played
way.
with Doug Polk. We
Poker,
played
you think?
poker,
Yeah.
yes.
Who won?
One of the girls, Sienna.
How much
from,
money did
The
you lose
Bachelor.
this time?
Dude, I don't lose. Ever. No, I'm kidding.
You just jinxed
He
it, by
did
the way.
lose. He did lose. He did. How much though, Tom?
Actually, I think I was down about $100, which is really just like,
Yeah.
no, that's to me, like when you're playing at those stakes, that's what we call kissing your sister.
What's your usual plus or minus for winning or losing? Like what dollar amount?
Okay, so the last 2 times I've played with Randall's home game at Live at the Bike, I've left plus over 10 grand.
Wow. That's pretty good.
I've never heard of anyone leave that much.
Yes.
How do you do that? I need to learn that.
Yeah, you need to up
get-
your
Yeah.
poker game.
How did you do that,
get-
Tom?
How did you do that?
Well, here's the thing. I am a recreational poker player, but
You're not
That
addicted.
doesn't
I-
sound
that's
good, yeah.
recreational.
I don't know how to play
no,
poker.
I
I
just
don't either. I'm terrible with all
but Tom
card
should
games.
teach me, honestly. I'm a great blackjack player.
So am I. That's my favorite game.
I can do blackjack as well. Yeah, not
Little
bad,
roulette too. I'm good with numbers.
Yeah.
poker is a completely different thing than any other games at the casino because
That's probably why I can't play it.
you are not playing against the casino whatsoever. You are playing against
Yourself.
other players.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
What did you think it was?
Like most things in life. No, I just thought it was like luck.
No, it is not.
It's
I mean,
not.
of course, there's some luck to it, but it also has a lot to do with like reading your players, seeing like how they react in certain situations. Like for instance, you know,
So you have good instincts.
exactly, you have to have good
Yeah,
instincts.
Tom does have a good poker face too. He's better with stuff like that. You know, he definitely could be a good poker player.
So it's more of a confidence.
I'm
also-
such a so obvious. I would be horrible.
You know
Yeah.
why? You know why I do so well? Actually, is because I always get underestimated.
Well, that's a good
Always.
key. Yeah.
I show up there.
And you read people well.
I'm
too.
always in. Yes, thank you. I'm always in my. I'm always like dressed up versus like the people that are in their hoodies with their hoodies and headphones and
Right.
sunglasses or whatever the fuck. Like they're the ones that like come after me. They're like, oh, look at this douchebag reality guy, like dude sitting down, and they literally
play
like
poker with
they
headphones
start
on? That's weird.
I
salivating.
didn't
They
know
start
that.
salivating, and literally they start calling me with everything, like with anything.
Yeah.
Top pair, whatever. Will not fold aces. Like just
Shout out Katie Turner. I'm
They
obsessed.
just-
I'm obsessed with you too. Just
you-
kidding.
Do you?
Thanks for watching.
Do you read people based on their
I
facial
love reading the
expressions?
comments. I love reading. Comments.
it's more about their like check this out. You'll
Oh,
see.
hang on one sec. The pizza's here.
Shout out K York City.
James is live on Instagram.
Oh, my pizza's here, guys. Yes.
Okay. Are we still recording? Yes.
I'm just such like a like much nicer person when I'm fed, you know? When I start getting hungry,
Have you ever had
I get
hangry?
hangry.
Hangry. So do I.
I do suffer from hangry, yeah.
Yeah.
You
me
know.
too. I really want to try and speak American. Can someone teach me? Tom, you
Go
have to
ahead.
teach me.
Do you know actually how to do it?
No.
Watch.
No.
You need to read something.
Okay.
What?
Give me a sentence. I really want to try.
Here, I can grab a book or something.
Yeah, grab a cool music book.
DJing
Okay.
for dummies. Sweet.
Right. Okay.
All right, so here we go. This is our first attempt this is Diana's first attempt at an American accent.
Shit, it's so hard.
All right, here we go.
Is enough reading light for you?
Okay, can you say it before me and then I'll try copy you?
All right, here we go.
Just read.
Right here. The movie's production manager watched as Alan stared at him, then broke out laughing.
Okay. Fuck, it's
That
so hard.
sounded
I'm gonna
amazing.
butcher
That's
it.
very good. You should do the audiobook for this one, Tom.
It's so hard.
You should
I can't.
too.
Let me do it.
I say the movie. Can we do word by word, like 3 words?
No, you got to read
No,
it out.
just-
Oh, are you
Trust me,
joking?
it'll come out. Just do it.
It'd be easier that way.
joking.
You'll be thinking too much about each word
Okay,
otherwise.
sorry. have beef.
It'll just come out. It'll just come out. Go.
Say the movie.
The movie.
The movie production manager watched as Alan stared at him, then broke out laughing.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well,
at all.
nice.
Not bad at all. You got a touch of Valley Girl in there.
Gerard Butler. Good
All right,
job,
it's my
Gerard
turn.
Butler.
It's my turn.
That's James to do
I'm
the
just kidding.
to do the line.
You ever notice Gerard Butler like cannot get rid of his fucking accent?
No, it's like on Gerard Butler's accent's like on his face, you know.
Dude, it's so.
It's just like on his fucking face.
Dude,
can't
did you
change
guys
that.
watch? Did you guys watch Geostorm? Geostorm was like it's like him and this other guy, and the other guy is actually British as well. The guy that was in a.
Wait, let me do my American accent before we
All
go
right,
into
do your-
Geostorm.
Yeah, then we'll go back.
Because Geostorm's going to be a whole other thing. Trust me. All right, here we go. The movie's production manager watched as Alan stared at him, then broke out laughing.
It's not bad.
No, it's
All
good.
right, it was pretty horrible.
Wait, why don't I do a British accent?
He really saved it though at the end when he's like, then broke out laughing.
God
And
damn-
that was really
God
good. That
damn
was
it.
like a
Broke out
sportscast.
laughing.
Goddamn movie production
All right,
managers.
let me try the same sentence.
Say it in a British
In
accent.
all-
You do it, then I'll
in
do it.
not a
Yeah.
British
Yeah, Craig's
accent. So
doing
we're
it.
going to be like, the movie's production manager watched as Alan stared at him, then broke out laughing.
It's like Australian
Laughing.
fucked up
Laughing.
mixed with like British or something.
Or like the Australian guy who's not Australian who does the Outback
You
Steakhouse
sounded
ads.
more Australian than me.
Shout out Adam Drexler. Turn up.
No, I
Turn up
didn't.
Drex.
Shout out Australians.
Shout out Australians.
The movie's production manager watched as Alan stared at him, then broke out laughing.
Not bad. The
That's
laughing was a
alright.
little bit messed up
I know,
because you
the
said
la-
laughing.
That's right. I'll do it
It's
again.
Laughing.
Let me do it again because it should be laughing.
Get balls deep into it.
Laugh.
I'll do a different one.
Yeah, get balls
Well, the movie's production manager watched as Alan stared at him, then
deep.
broke
It's
out
even
laughing.
worse. It's even worse.
No, because now
The
you're
movie.
acting. You're
Well, I'm just
acting.
having fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me do it
Yeah.
seriously. You want me to do
Just
it seriously?
serious,
Okay.
yeah,
Serious.
serious. Your voice.
The movie's production manager watched as Alan stared at him, then broke out laughing.
Much better.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
good.
Spot on.
You're a
mate.
voice actor.
Hey, I think
Indeed.
I
know.
always say it.
I know
Did
you
you
do, and I appreciate that.
Did you
Yeah,
commentate
yeah.
on the royal wedding by any chance?
I did. I just don't like to let people know that because there's controversy.
I did on the outlet I work for.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I did a Daily Pop on E! News the other day, right? And they asked me, how excited are you for the royal wedding? And I was like,
You're not.
Yeah. and then they're literally asking me questions, and I'm like, you know, guys, I really don't know. I don't even know her name.
William and
Like, he's like, do you
who
have-
is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, I could literally give.
And then she's talking about,
I could not. I care less.
aren't you just ashamed with the father and what he did? And I'm thinking in my head, like, he fucking like says or something. Like, no. He's like, he staged some pap shots, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I give a fuck? No. You know, good on him. He made $100,000. Fuck it.
So her mum's walking her, and by the way,
Wait. The dad's not walking her down the aisle.
No,
Yes, he is.
No, he's not, and I'll tell you why. And
Oh,
the
this
only
is a-
reason
a
why I
posh-
know
this
is
is a
because I work as a journalist. Otherwise, like you, I would probably
No.
not give a shit. I didn't say no. I said no.
Look, I would go to the wedding if I had an invitation. I
Tom
wouldn't
said
force
that
it.
to
Well, that's the
get
polite
me.
thing to do.
Polite thing to do.
Exactly.
So the reason why he's not walking her is because he staged some photographs and got money out of them.
Right. The pap shots. The pap
Yeah. So he didn't want to embarrass his daughter. So, and he also had a heart attack a few days ago. So he's not walking down the aisle.
That's so
Oh, well.
fucked up, Pandora.
I'll keep him.
You know what? Me and Tom have beef. Like,
Massive beef.
the thing is, Tom doesn't know about me, and he doesn't know how horrible I am.
That's
so you wait.
so fucked up,
He doesn't know how
Pandora.
vengeful you can get.
I know.
Pandora's awesome. That's a compliment.
Wait, did I imagine
Hey,
the
wait, do you
pizza-
guys?
I was going to say, the pizza's here, so we should take a little pizza break.
Wait, do you guys want to hear
Oh,
something
do we
crazy?
take
Wait,
pizza
while we're on
break?
the subject, do you want to hear something crazy? So when you hear a British accent like James's, like yours, in a pre-revolutionary movie like The Patriot,
Yeah.
or Turned, or
It
whatever.
sounds Southern American.
No.
Oh.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that it's historically inaccurate because the British accent that you have and that you have where you started dropping the R's and really like flying away with the O's, like home, like that whole thing.
Long vowels.
That whole thing of
Yeah,
dropping
you're just
the R's
so
of
rich. You have so
caw
much time
and
to get a
pod
sentence
and
out.
hard. No, listen,
Keeping
listen.
energy in. And
Listen,
Quite
when things are hard and all that stuff, the whole dropping the R of all those things that happened,
Didn't
it did not exist. It was a trend that happened in the early 1800s, and basically just
what's
kept
the origin
on.
of the American accent then, Tom?
Listen. Now,
God.
there wouldn't be an R in these words if you didn't pronounce them, because they were created in the British language. They were created in English.
Right.
Hard is pronounced with an R. Hard.
So where have I
Or
heard
door,
that
not door, or like whatever. It's
door.
door, but door is pronounced.
Yeah, it's like when I
door.
say school, and then you guys go school. 'Cause
No,
you have to, like, say
no,
school.
but listen.
School. We're going to fucking school.
This was a trend. This was a trend that took off in the early 1800s. It was actually called. There was a term for it called the Great Vowel Movement. I brought this up to Lisa, and she was like, "Oh, she's like, darling, what, like the Great Vowel Movement, blah blah." Yeah, it was funny.
Did
but
you really bring that up to
yes,
Lisa?
I did. I
That
did.
is fucking hilarious.
Because she was like, no, because she told me, she was like, you need to speak proper, and I'm like, you mean proper? Because it was actually originally pronounced as proper,
No, you didn't.
not
Oh,
proper.
no, you didn't. You mean
I'm gonna
proper?
raise my hand now.
So actually,
Vander.
so actually,
Deanna needs the talking stick for a second.
So let me.
We should raise our hands. But
Wait,
yeah,
so
carry
real
on.
quick. So I'll finish the story. So now the American accent is actually closer to a original British accent. Now watch. I'll prove it to you. When
I heard
This
Southern
proof.
American was what comes from the English accent.
yes, that's true. That's true too.
Yeah.
But also, but what I'm saying is pronouncing the R's and all the consonants in your words is the more closer to the original British accent than the BBC accent or the James or the your accent, because after the Revolutionary War, English kept trading with a lot of the ports like in Northern America, in Massachusetts, in Boston. Hence why in Boston people are like, oh yeah, I parked the car.
Yeah, the
It's
Boston
hard.
accent is actually a perverted
Yeah.
version of
Well,
the
no,
British
it's
accent.
called New England over there. They took all our fucking
So
names.
my fucked up Australian accent is closer to real English than the
No.
non-fucked up English.
No,
that
it's
Wait,
is-
more-
guys, for the record, this
No, it's-
isn't Pandora. This is not
It's not
Pandora.
Pandora.
It's
Yeah.
more closer.
Are
It's
people
actually,
saying I'm
Tom's
Pandora?
confusing the fans.
it's more. No, it's more closer. It is more closer to. It's a trend that took off, and basically, it sounded delicious.
And there was no stopping the trend.
It was
Oh,
just
so
no
you admit
stopping.
that it sounds delicious?
No, it sounds great. Everybody loves a British accent. Come on, let's be real.
We're talking about accents,
Here,
guys. Accents.
here they like it. Where I'm from, people love American accents.
It's wherever you're not from.
Yeah,
You love the
grass
accent.
is always
Yeah.
greener.
It's different.
Yeah.
The
it's
grass
different.
is always greener. Isn't that an interesting story, though?
Yes,
It is.
It is
But
very
I must say, the
interesting.
British accent is one of the world favorites. Like one of the global favorites is exactly.
Thanks
where
for reminding us,
I was
James.
born.
You are right.
Just saying.
Who wants pizza?
Let's grab
Yeah,
a.
let's
Let's
get
do a
pizza.
quick
Let's have
pizza
some
break.
pizza.
Pizza break.
Yeah, pizza break.
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, for part 2 of the At Pump Rules podcast. Adios.
While the gang enjoys some pizza and cigarettes, take a listen to what happened at the TomTom test kitchen earlier this afternoon. That's the sound of magic happening as Tom Sandoval prepares another unique drink for TomTom.
Yes, I am.
Now, what are you making right now?
Right now, this is called the Cape Canaveral Caprese.
Oh, I saw a picture of one of those before. It looked quite enchanting.
It's amazing. It's going to be quite epic.
Now, you don't see a lot of savory cocktails normally, right?
No, this actual cocktail is going to be it's going to be served as an appetizer.
What's the main booze that's in it?
Vodka.
Good. Well, that goes with everything, right?
Yes. Yes.
I just want to eat that. I'm starving. I'm fucking starving.
We can get a pizza or something, too.
Oh, can we?
Yeah, why not?
Let's
Yeah?
order it right now.
Yeah, what do you like on a pizza?
Oh, shit. Like the standard.
Is that mozzarella?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So watch. So take a sip of the drink, and then eat the mozzarella.
That
or
is
eat the
fucking delicious.
Caprese.
Don't even
So
fucking
good.
know, James. I don't.
You don't even fucking know what's coming, man.
Have you guys seen that Instagram account where they eat things like really like sushi or like a huge a huge bite of fish, and then there's a microphone on their mouth, and it's just like people listen.
Oh, the
to
ASMR stuff.
the Wukong
ASMR.
Yeah.
ASMR. It's like,
I like pimple poppers.
that's disgusting.
I know, I'm disgusting.
Is there really videos like that? Oh my god!
There's an Instagram account called Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh, yeah, Deanna's really into Dr. Pimple Popper.
I know.
Oh, who is
Well, I
it?
know you know, but I was telling them.
Sorry, Craig, I forgot we were a company. The two guests are very quiet.
I know.
Come on
I know.
now.
If they would just say something. I mean, I feel like.
come on, guys. They're supposed to be personalities.
We were talking outside or during our pizza smoke break about DJs and dads, and both of your dads DJ'd. And wait, did yours as well, Diana?
No, definitely not. But I do want to talk about something, if I may.
Of course.
For it.
I really want to talk about, if we're allowed, about TomTom, because I just found out that they cater to tiny drinkers, and that kind of makes my life because wherever I go out, I'm seen as a massive fucking loser. Everyone looks at me and they're like,
No, and
can't drink.
the shot situation.
The shot situation is a real issue.
Yes, you know what? I feel
Let's
like,
get into what the shot
I feel
issue
like,
is.
Listen, I feel like we need to start a movement here because
There's a science behind it.
the shot issue is like actually an issue for everybody. For instance, obviously,
Guilty.
I've seen you have a few shot issues before on the show.
James, you know what it's like. Where it's
God. Can you turn
somebody
me up?
somebody wants to have a bonding moment.
Should
They
be
want to like buy you a shot, and it's always
and you ruin the moment.
and the bartenders always make the classic bartender mistake that like. They're like this. You're like, they're making a shot and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you. You're like, no, please fucking don't hook me up.
So true.
Literally.
And then that shot ends up being like, they end up pouring it into not even a shot glass but a rocks glass, and it's a double gulp tequila shot or a double
gotcha.
gulp.
You
like-
winced at the mention of rocks glass with a shot. Yeah.
Like literally, the only thing I'm going to be hooked to is the hospital wall or something.
Literally, it's
Literally.
A nightmare.
Sorry.
Deanna, what's your average drink amount in a night out?
No, honestly, I'm embarrassed at this point. If
Why?
I have
There's
two
nothing-
glasses of wine, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
there's nothing embarrassing
What's
about
your
tolerance.
drink average, Tom?
Well, look,
Let's compare people.
I'm a professional here. Which, by the way, it reminds me of something.
I'd say I'm average.
Something that got brought up on the reunion about, not to get off topic here, I'll get back to this.
I'd say that's pretty on topic.
Yeah, I think so.
So something
I'd
that got
agree.
brought up, it was funny. It got brought up on the reunion about when me and Schwartz were in Vegas and we were on our way to a meeting, and it. And
I may
Lisa
have
was
bitched about that.
Lisa was okay. So
Yeah,
first of all, it was,
and well on you, well on you.
Thank you.
Who
So-
shows up to a fucking meeting with their soon-to-be partner wasted?
no.
Coming from
Stinking
James.
of hookers and alcohol in Vegas.
First of all,
That's a new
James.
fragrance coming out of TomTom, by the way. Hookers and alcohol. So look for
hookers
that
and
in the
alcohol.
fall. Yeah.
Yes,
Coming from James, that's not a very nice thing. You know?
I'm just teasing.
hookers and
Lovely.
alcohol. Anyway,
The
Yeah.
scent of Vegas meetings.
anyways,
Ever
so
have the best night
so,
out and just wish you smelled like it in the morning?
so
But you
Interesting.
want the disapproval of your soon-to-be partner.
Hookers and alcohol. Find it at TomTom.
so this meeting was the day after my birthday
Right.
in Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, this meeting was with this guy, Ryan, who works for Caesars. And basically, it was a meeting to try the LVP Rosé and to celebrate the LVP Rosé at Caesars. And that's it. There
That's
was
all you were
nothing-
supposed to be doing.
There was literally the only thing going on in that meeting was literally all of us just like trying the rosé presented by Caesar's Palace, whatever.
So why don't they fucking say that on the show?
So you're gonna give me shit because I'm drinking on the way to a meeting where we're gonna
We're
be
going to be
drinking.
drinking. Right.
Yes.
In Vegas.
So when Lisa
And-
tells you off for like drinking,
Lisa, like, it depends on the situation. Lisa is definitely, I mean, she's so chill, she's so cool, but obviously, what is the term with the weight of the crown? Like, what's
Wait, what?
fucked up the analogy.
No. This is meant to go along with it. We're talking
That's
about
fine.
drinking.
The crown
So
carries
good.
the crown carries so much weight. I mean, Lisa has, she has to be an example. She has to lead by example. She
Yeah.
also has to, she can't condone certain things.
She's the
And
moral center of the show.
exactly, and I
Of the
get
group.
it.
Of the group. Sorry, of the group, not the show.
Besides me, I mean,
Well,
I'm
it is
pretty
called
moral.
Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, for a
Exactly.
reason. Yeah.
Hence why TomTom are only secondary partners. They're only like
No,
what did
junior-
she say?
junior partners.
Junior. Oh my god! When she said that, I swear to God, I was rolling on the fucking floor.
Listen, I love how she said junior partners. I'm like,
Junior.
Junior. That
I'm
could
like,
be the
does that
name
mean
of the
is that
other
mean
bar.
like is that like when a junior partner has a baby and then like that your son is the junior. No,
I think you're
partner.
junior, and then Tom, the other Tom's junior.
Hey, I
There
will
you go.
say, I will
Makes
say,
sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, got
I
to tell
will
them
say-
apart somehow.
I will say, a junior partner is actually a correct term for what we are. We are literally the junior partners.
It's a common term at law firms.
It's a common term when you have less a percentage or a smaller percentage of an establishment you're
Sure.
opening up. So
Less
as much
equity.
as much as like initially I was like, well, like you're calling it TomTom, and I get it, but like we are technically a
Right.
junior partner.
It's very professional. of you.
I do have a
Very
question.
mature,
I have
professional,
loads of questions.
business-minded.
All right, keep them coming.
Can
keep
I
them
give-
coming.
You
Yeah,
know-
well, I actually have one thing before you get into
Oh
those.
yeah,
though.
go. You go.
Well, I have to talk about the moment in the reunion where Lisa really
Oh
disappointed
yeah,
me.
we bitched about that.
We
didn't
really
we?
did. I think for about 10 minutes on another episode.
What
Because,
happened?
Well, because
We thought she was being an a-hole.
Yeah, we thought she was really being shitty because the way that she was talking to you guys about, well, I don't know, you're going to have to really prove yourself to me, and I still haven't cashed the checks, Andy. I mean, even when Andy calls you sweetie, you're off target. So, and he was like, sweetie, the thing's opening in
This
a couple
is true.
weeks.
This is true.
Yeah.
If Andy says sweetie,
Oh yeah,
Patronizing.
very uncomfortable.
How many times have you each been called sweetie by Andy?
never.
Really?
But James
I was going to
definitely
say,
has.
James, I know there was an episode with you and Lala where Andy was a little pissed off at points, right? I never got to see the whole thing, sadly. but
Right.
I'm sure
My first Watch What Happens Live appearance.
it's going to make a big splash on those, the
Well,
first
let's
one.
not forget I've done like now over 10 appearances of Watch What Happens Live. So
And you
I think
performed
I
live
learned
there.
my lesson the first time.
Yeah, yeah, you have adjusted accordingly.
After 10 more, I think I've done a little bit better.
Yeah, no,
But
you
yeah,
have. So congratulations
I never
to
will
James
live
on that.
live that down though.
You
no.
did Top Man on Watch What Happens Live,
He's like,
right?
can you stop swearing? I was like, abso-fucking-lutely. Oops, sorry.
So you have a bunch of questions, Deanna. What were those?
But I always have questions. Like,
No, I love it. Keep them
this
coming.
is my first time meeting the guys. I'm a journalist. I'm nosy.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
You edit this too, right?
yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
How long does that take? Like,
A while. The more people, the longer it takes.
it's kind of fun too because you're making a good show.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
whatever.
No, it is fun. It is fun. I don't mind talking about that
Oh,
stuff.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
by the way, for the record, me and Schwartz had another day in the lab.
That's right. Earlier, you'll be hearing a little bit of audio, location audio, from when we went up and visited them in the midst of their science process.
Yes,
I got a taster of it.
Yeah, that's
What'd
right.
you think?
I am so glad that someone finally came up with a savory cocktail. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell.
No, of course.
Savory. You know what savory means, right?
Yeah, I know exactly. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
No, because some Americans don't. Savory cocktails. Amen. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that you
know what I
appreciate
mean?
it. That's exactly what we want.
Caters to everybody's needs. The tiny people, the ones that drink a lot, the ones that don't like sweet cocktails.
Yes.
And back to the tiny thing, just to finish that thought
Oh, yeah,
up, you're
what
going
we
to
were
have the
talking
little
about.
tiny...
Yes, what we are going to offer, first of all, we are getting a custom-made split shot glass that is going to represent me and Schwartz together coming, and as you take the shot, the two ingredients will come together and create an
And
explosion in your mouth.
Tom,
So-
this is like it sounds very sexual.
It is
You and
fucking
Tom
sexual.
coming
Why do you
together.
and Schwartz do such sexual things
I
together?
was getting so into it. I didn't even see the
From the-
sexual.
No, I didn't either. I
From
didn't
the
either.
matching diamond pins to a split shot with the
No, it's
ingredients
a-
mixing
it's-
together before they both fall down
It's
each
a
other's throats.
representation.
It's just like, fuck off. Fuck off.
Sliding into the mouth. There's
No,
a lot of romance. There's a lot of
yeah.
romance happening.
He just wants more listeners for the podcast.
Well, I don't mind
wants
that. I appreciate
pre-shows.
that. Yeah.
And what comes out of the shot, who knows? We'll find out in the morning.
Guys, we have so many things we are working on. We actually have, as of right now, we have 20 cocktails, and we have at least another 20 more to create because we want this to be like the greatest hits album.
Yeah.
The greatest hits album in West Hollywood. We don't want
You don't want any album cuts. You don't want any deep, obscure
exactly.
album cuts.
We
Yeah.
don't want to be like, oh, we don't do dubstep. Oh no, we don't do hip hop. Like we want it all. We want hip hop. We want dubstep. We want fucking trance. We want spoken word. We want
Disco.
We want
And
country. We want all of it.
They're gonna have
and
it
that's
all.
what our
They're gonna have it
cocktail
all.
list is going to be. It's going to be a huge. And yes, there's going to be a lot of savory cocktails. I can't wait for you to try the Gentleman's Curse.
Oh my goodness.
It's
That's a great
amazing.
name.
Thank
There's
you.
another great name that they have on the menu called Vicious Pimp.
The Vicious Pimp is in the works right now, and I have to thank you, Craig, for
Who is that inspired by?
Well,
The
Craig
name.
came up with the name.
Why, thank you. Yeah, it's was in my discussion of a film called Vice Squad that I was telling you about. This great movie from 1982 where there's a vicious pimp.
You came up with the name.
Yeah, and
Congratulations,
inadvertently,
Craig.
thank you. I'm so
And
happy
it's
that it
actually
lived on in the menu.
the funny thing is it's probably going to be the most expensive cocktail on our list. It's probably
Of
going to be
course.
between
Of
$50 to
course.
$60.
Shut
It's going to
up.
have a food pairing as well. Like it's
vicious.
We're not doing
360.
anything half-ass.
As an outsider that was invited into this situation very randomly, it's not just on TV. I literally just showed up in whose apartment was it? Was it
when we
Schwar-
went upstairs,
Yeah.
so you came over here and then we went up to
into
Schwartz's.
Yeah, you went into Schwartz's apartment.
Yeah.
Katie and Schwartz's,
Yeah,
right?
That's
the,
a lab.
The Schwartz's, the lab. And these guys were like, I'm making this cocktail. There's like bottles everywhere. There's ingredients everywhere. And I was like, oh, wow, they're really not joking. This is really a thing.
And then the other thing
you.
that was great that you got to witness is that Jax walked in and had a little bit of a beef with someone in the room.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay,
All I
never mind.
noticed-
What happened? What happened? Like, what was that all about?
Jax had some beef with someone, and they had it out
Whose name
in
rhymes
some
with
words.
Blames Kennedy?
How did you know? Yeah, it rhymes with Blaine's
Wait, you
Kennedy.
have beef with Jax?
No.
I think Jax has beef with you.
That wasn't a convincing
You
no.
know,
yeah.
James Kennedy.
Yes.
James Kennedy.
Moment of
short
silence.
for words, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted to let you know that he did not have the words.
So what happened, James? Why don't you fill me
you
in?
know, long story short, I had a little bit, maybe one too many pumptinis last night, and then I said on the
You
microphone.
don't drink pumptinis.
By the way, I'm glad I'm sitting down because I am shocked.
yeah, I
first
do.
of all, That's,
Okay.
yeah. So you had one too many pumptinis.
Pumptinis.
How do you like to say that sometimes?
Pumptini!
Oh.
Cosmopolitan!
There you go, Bradley. That one's for you.
Shout out, Bradley. There you go.
What the fuck happened, James?
Oh, you know, I said some inappropriate stuff on the microphone when I was wasted.
Yeah, what was that? What did you say?
Oh, I don't want to mention it again because then Jax is going to be listening.
No, but why don't you tell me and own it? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I just brought up the whole faith thing again.
Like how?
Oh, fuck.
Over the mic.
Yeah, over the mic. Over the mic.
You grabbed the microphone and what did you say?
Oh, I don't know exactly. I'm just like, oh, you banged Faith, remember? Like, I just reminded everyone of it, and I didn't know Brittany
Did you
was
say-
in the room at
Oh,
the
she
time.
was in the room.
Did you say like
Oh my
I heard
What did you hear now?
I heard that you were like Jackson Faith.
No, I did not do that. No, I did not do that.
Like you were like almost like chanting something along those lines.
No, who said that? Who said that? If Sheena said it, then maybe I said that. Maybe I did that. Maybe. But I apologized this morning. I said I'm sorry to Jax. He's still very angry with me.
Yeah,
As we
I mean-
saw upstairs.
See, I didn't
yeah.
realize he showed up angry. He was very lovely.
Well, he popped in.
No, it was,
No, Jax
he
is
was
very,
annoyed.
he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
We've been on a great path so far, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a little mistake last night.
He's
you know.
very civil.
Perfect timing since filming starts in 2 weeks, I must say. However, do you know what I mean? Got to keep it spicy somehow,
I
mate.
think-
Got to keep
listen.
it spicy somehow.
Well, look,
what?
there's two sides to this that I feel like
Takes two to tango.
I feel
Can't
like-
play ping pong alone, can you, Tom?
I feel like there's
Even your
there's,
bar's called TomTom.
exactly
Right, not one Tom couldn't do it. We needed two. We needed two.
Right.
You need a pair. You got to have a pair.
part of me thinks of this as like Jax, you should have just never fucked Faith. Like you
A lot
should
of
have
people
never
do come
done
back
that.
to that.
I mean, you should have
conclusion.
just never fucked Faith.
Right.
Katie mentioned
But-
this at the Sir Meltdown.
Right. Or maybe you shouldn't have her own TV show with maybe an obnoxious, better looking version of you 10 years ago. That's also on it. That also runs Sir on a Tuesday fucking night. So you know what? Freedom of speech. I apologize for what I said.
What? No. Listen.
No, yeah. There's
but
a lot
also,
of variables.
but also, James.
There's
Also,
a lot of
James.
variables here in the whole situation.
You gotta know, like, that's something that you shouldn't like throw in people's faces.
Definitely was out of order, and then that's why I
Yeah.
apologized, and I didn't expect
Especially,
anything back.
you know what? If Jax fucked Faith and like him and Brittany broke up, and then like we
Jax-
never saw Brittany again,
Jax
and she was
fucked
out of the
Kristen
picture,
and didn't
you
even
and you
apologize to you.
No, listen,
and
listen.
you're still besties with him. You still love him. That's years ago,
If you-
right? So
if
it doesn't
you-
matter.
No. But if,
Time heals all.
No, listen. It
Time
does. It
heals
does.
all.
It
So we'll be
does.
fine again soon.
I'm glad you're concerned about upsetting Jax.
What you should have thought about in that moment was Brittany, not Jax.
100%.
Brittany.
Had I known she was in So, I probably wouldn't have said that.
Even then,
no, 100% still wrong. Still wrong, Thomas.
You're saying across the board wrong.
Across the board wrong, and I am so sorry to Brittany. She's an amazing person, and I don't want to disrespect her.
Because
like
that's embarrassing to her.
Hey, very, and I couldn't imagine being in that situation too. Hence why
James and Logan, like, or James and
I know, but I still really wouldn't even have been that big a
what's her
bitch.
name? What was?
No. Let's not go there. Let's not even go there.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See?
Oh my goodness.
But Raquel's there, and I'm like, James.
Oh, shut up! I could do the same thing with you. I could do the same thing with you.
James and Ellie.
Oh God! All right, Tom. Listen, how long did it take you to remember that name? Exactly 4 years, because it happened. So get over it.
No, exactly. But what I'm saying is,
I was in the wrong. Definitely.
That's a disrespectful thing for you. Got and
Jax, if you're
Jax.
listening, I'm sorry, bro. And Brittany, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Okay, like, what do you want from me? I'm sorry. And I texted them both in the morning, apologizing. Yeah, but listen, at the end of the day, I didn't kill anyone, did I?
No, of course you didn't
I just
kill
hurt someone's
anybody.
Feelings for a second.
But that's what somebody who killed one person would say. They'd be like, I didn't kill like 10 people. I only killed one person.
It's just the one, and we had
It's not like I killed 10 people. I only killed one person.
What's your point of this? What are you getting out of this whole thing? Drilling me. What are you getting out of it? Let's hear it.
I'm not getting off on this.
But
I'm just literally
you are, clearly.
No, I'm not.
So what is this all about? What do you want me to say?
I'm saying like that you need to not let these things happen in the first place.
Right.
And you shouldn't like what gets you to that point? I'm just more curious.
Dude, I just get hyped. There's a whole bunch of fucking fangirls screaming my name for an hour.
And that's fine. I get that, but like I'm not gonna be like
if they say
I'm
something
not gonna
about
be like getting on the bar and be like #me too.
I didn't jump on the bar and start screaming this. Come on, guys, let's not.
No, it's just over the mic.
I said it over, right. And my mic only goes through the speaker next to me.
I'm not gonna be like Chris Farley and fucking Black Sheep and be like, kill Whitey.
Yeah, we get all of the little like associations you can make in your head, Tom. We get it.
No,
Jax Taylor, sorry. Brittany, sorry. Next question.
Deanna has a question.
In James's defense, which I never thought I would.
Guys, this really isn't even that big a deal, though.
I know. I never thought.
This wasn't even on the show.
I never thought I would say
fuck.
that. If you listen to me, I bitched about James so many times, but it's fine. Love you still. But in James's defense, at least he talked shit about someone when he was drunk. We do it when we're sober and we record ourselves.
That's true. We have talked lots of shit about everyone.
Yes.
By the way, I'm not sober. We've been in the lab all day. I'm actually quite buzzed.
That's a great new euphemism. Well, I mean, I've been in the lab all day.
No, Schwartz is so funny. He's like, I've just been drinking a lot, man. And I'm like, I know, but he's like, oh, but not partying, just working.
Yeah.
We're just going around all of LA's hot spots, trying all the drinks.
Research,
I'm like, God, that sounds like a fucking rough day at the office, mate.
And by the time we're done, we're like, holy cow, we're like drunk.
You might end up hating drinking by the end of this.
Well, here's the thing. I'm willing to put that in. I'm willing to put that time and effort in.
Willing to risk the
to make
potential.
To make it all happen. Everybody's freaking out about the frozen shot machine.
Yeah.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
I'd like to take a moment out from the show to tell you about Beachbody On Demand. Beachbody On Demand is an easy-to-use streaming service that gives you instant access to a wide variety of incredibly effective workouts that you can do from the comfort of your living room. This is the company behind P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix, T25, Brazil Butt Lift, Pyo, Hip Hop Abs, 3-Week Yoga Retreat, and more. Every one of their programs feature effective workouts led by super trainers that you might be familiar with, including Shaun T, Shalene Johnson, Tony Horton, and Autumn Calabrese. And there are hundreds of these workouts to choose from, ranging from bodybuilding to weight training to cardio to yoga. There's dance workouts, and no matter where you are on the experience scale, from beginner to expert, Beachbody On Demand has got you covered. And you can work out on your schedule. There are workouts as short as 10 minutes, workouts that don't require extra equipment. You can access the programs on your computer, web-enabled TV, tablet, laptop, smartphone, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, all the devices. Listeners of Pump Rules podcast can try Beachbody On Demand for free. Absolutely free, in fact. I'm excited to be diving into the Shift Shop program with trainer Chris Downing. And as I've mentioned on the podcast before, I'm new to the fitness regime and really appreciate having the choice of workouts and finding one that works for me, and also that I can do at home. I'd love for you to try the service and enjoy what I'm enjoying. And right now, Pump Rules podcast listeners can get a special free trial membership when you text PUMP to 303030. And this will give you full access to the entire Beachbody On Demand platform. That's all the workouts, all the nutrition info, and support for free. And all you have to do is text PUMP to 303030. And now, back to the show. Okay, so moving on, we're going to move on to a whole nother realm of topic here.
Cool.
Back to the fun, James. We're going to be back to the fun in no time at all.
Yeah, as long as Tom leaves, because he's a little bitch. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what happened there, ladies and gentlemen? We started talking about pasta, the actual pasta, the dishes.
We started talking about Jack's. That's what got me heated.
So what were you saying
But I
about
love
the drinks?
Jack's.
What were you
Yeah.
saying about the
You
drinks?
guys have been
now,
on
that we got,
Well, we talked about the drinks, but
Yeah,
we're
we
talking
talked
about
enough about the fucking drinks. I'm bored of
so
that.
you and Jax had been on a pretty good path this
Yeah.
whole year, but then around the time nearing the finale, you guys were a little sore with each other because of the shit that happened in Mexico. Yes?
More so my part, you know. Mexico was a big blur for all of us, you know what I mean?
that was actually more my fault.
Everywhere, yeah. The boys have gotten a lot of shit for that because they basically ran with a little thing they misheard and turned it into a whole thing to the point where I had to get, you know, a drink thrown in my face at Catch Mexico in my nice pink suit. By the way, only friend that wore the fucking Ponzi suits you bought. Only friend that did that.
It's true, you're the only
And
one who
looked
committed to
like
it.
a Ralph Lauren model in it. Thank you very much.
You looked great.
They used me. I know they used me for all the Bravo promo for that. They used me for all of it. Front page.
As Dion and I were discussing, pink is one of our favorite
Jeez,
colors.
James.
And you
It's
wore
my
it very
favorite
well.
color.
No, but they did though, Tom. They really did,
James,
and they loved it.
Tooting your own horn is
I know. I wish I had my own horn to toot. Really, I should keep a horn in my fucking pocket. To be honest,
Like a pocket trumpet.
I think you do.
yeah, like a pocket trumpet. Wait, you toot your own.
You don't
fucking
need
horn,
you don't need a
prick.
pocket trumpet.
Yo, you're good, bro. You're good. I like you. I like you. That is hilarious. You literally toot your own horn. That's hilarious. Anyway, yeah.
So anyway, yeah,
it was
but then-
hard. It was hard. It was hard. There was a lot of drunken.
There was a reason. There was a reason why.
Yeah, there was a lot. The pillows
was-
by the jacuzzi. By the
There
way,
was a reason why. There was a reason why there were subtitles underneath that, and I can tell you.
I was blacked out.
Everyone was fucked up the whole day and the
There was
day
a,
after.
no. There was a complete miscommunication during that
Yes.
exact
That
moment.
interchange.
I think that whole hour was a miscommunication
I
because it was like,
thought-
oh, I
I
fucking
literally-
love you. Let's go over here.
I thought I said hooked up. Even our producer thought I said hooked up in that moment. Like,
yeah,
and
true.
the way you responded was
started crying.
to
Right,
hang out.
yeah.
It was hang out was
Yeah.
what was actually said, but it was said in the throat. It was like, so you and Kristen like
Yeah, it was like me at the
hang
laziest
out?
plus
and it was like
blacked out.
a
That's a good
hang
combo
out, like
for fun.
But
Yeah.
I meant to say hooked up, and they thought I said hooked up, and even our producer was like took her earphones. She was like, no way, like.
But also in America, when people say hang out,
So excited.
sometimes it can mean in England. In England, hanging out means like chilling with someone.
And it does here as well. Like, unless you're asking someone else who maybe you might be possibly on the way to a romantic thing, would say like, "Hey, you want to hang out Thursday?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's a little
that's
loaded.
American.
But after the fact, generally not.
Hey, for the record, I just want to say, James, I apologize.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I do want to say too is that like the other people there all thought the same thing. They thought the exact same thing was said, but for some reason, like they were not going to own it or whatever. So I had to.
Or rather, if you hear something, you have to say something.
Yes.
If it comes up, you
Exactly.
can't hide it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you thought
so-
that's what was. And also, I think everyone was kind of like hoping for something, some
they
shit
didn't want.
to
They're
start.
like, I'm
you know?
not touching out. Literally,
Can I
Jack
just
Schwartz,
speak for a second?
Jack's. I just want to say real quick, and you go ahead. Jack Schwartz, Peter, all of them are like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. And I was like, look, all right,
You're like, I got an
will
8-foot
own it.
pole, and I'm going to go right.
I
for
will
it.
own it, and so I apologize.
So James,
so it got to the point, honestly, in Mexico where I really had to question myself and thinking, how drunk was I? Did I say these things on the golf course?
Sure, yeah.
Because, like, you know, I didn't get any sleep that day, night, morning.
yeah.
Now it's early afternoon, we're playing golf, and it's like, you know, I'm delusional. You know, I've been given a golf cart, I can drive around. You know, it's completely bonkers.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm in my hotel room. Peter's fucking loud ass, snoring ass is finally out of the room so I can get some sleep. I black it out. I wake up 7 hours later.
Yeah. The bit that we saw on the show when Peter's talking to you about.
Yes, so that was like, James, you said this, and now Kristen's saying, and the horrible thing about the whole situation is, where does this stem from? And they're like, you fuck it, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm like, holy fuck, So then, when 10 people say something happened 10 times to you, even if you didn't kill someone, if 10 people are telling you killed someone last night,
You start to question.
Yeah, 100% you do.
Yeah, especially when you've
And
been
what did I
drinking
do?
for days.
What else did I say? Holy fuck.
Right, exactly.
Right. So now I'm thinking in my head, oh my God, like my heart's beating. I've got anxiety all day. I'm like throwing up. And it's just like, for God's sakes. Then I've got to go to this dinner. So by the end of it, I did think I did say that. So I'm calling after the whole thing, catch happened. I run outside. I'm crying. I'm calling Raquel and I'm basically saying, babe, like, listen, I said this last night. Like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? So then... Yeah, I come to find out I didn't say it months later. Yeah, which is just like now it's just like I don't even care. And you know what?
I also found out months later that it
everyone
wasn't said
did.
either.
Everyone did.
Right.
And you know what's funny is like
Jax actually doesn't watch the show, so he literally still to this day was like, "No, remember when James said that he hooked up with Kristen because he doesn't watch the show,
so he doesn't know about the subtitle reveal."
Why doesn't Jax watch the show?
There's a reason why. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he.
Brings back
but
bad
Jax
memories.
tried to shut me down after that. He tried to construe the whole thing with the pillows and connect it to me and Kristen going to the beach. It's like I went to the beach with Schwartz too, bro. Schwartz doesn't like to go to sleep, trust me, especially on vacation. We'll party till the sun rises and after. So bike ride to the beach, fuck it.
There's
and
a
you know how
reason
Kristen
why.
loves to play mama bear when she gets drunk. She loves to take care of you, and let me just take care of you. So James, no, I'm coming because I'm taking care of Schwartz, and Katie will just kill me if I let him be alone. Do you know what I'm saying? Then, oh fine, Kristen, I guess you can tag along too. That's literally, she does it with everyone.
One thing that really cemented for me that you were telling the truth was
Tell me.
Well, on the show,
not everyone did believe me. Everyone did.
When you're talking on the show and you were recounting what happened, you said, Kristen's over there with her like Fleetwood Mac, and I like doing my bad impression of you too.
So good, yeah. Everyone does. Everyone does.
And plus, we got microphones, so I got
it's
to.
Easy too. Yeah.
But when you cited her listening to her Fleetwood Mac on her phone, I was like, he's telling the truth. That's exactly what happened.
I never thought they hooked up.
Well,
I never thought they hooked up.
Right.
Have you seen the previous seasons? Like, they're obviously never going to hook up
I'm
again.
mildly familiar
Also,
with the show.
Yeah. No, but to all the people who thought. And also, if you call your girlfriend to tell her what has happened, it means you have nothing to be ashamed of.
Right.
But in the moment, did I? That's how fucking... I was like tripping, bro. I was really tripping.
Yeah.
I felt very depressed in that moment, but I didn't. Yeah, I was chilling.
We had an epic, crazy night. Hey, to get back to what you're saying is why Jax doesn't watch the show. If you were Jax, would you watch the show? Would you?
Well, if I was Jack, I wouldn't be on the show.
No. Jax is
publicized.
great on the show. I'm just saying. Like,
No, I wouldn't want that shit to be known about me.
If you were Jax, of all the things that he has said and done on the show, would you want to like rewatch yourself being like a complete?
But if you don't want to watch it, why would you want the whole world to watch it?
Dude,
I don't think he wants that.
No offense, Jax was lovely to me, but this is my true, honest, unfiltered opinion. If you don't want to watch yourself doing something, why do you want the entire planet to watch you?
Part of the reason why our show is so good is because we don't ask those questions. We don't edit ourselves. We literally speak the fucking
That's
truth
very true.
at all points in time, and we live in the moment, and we are real and honest in real situations, and that's what separates our show.
Right.
From half the other fucking soft scripted,
more than half,
overly produced bullshit shows that are out
too.
there.
It's funny, you know
The stuff is fun.
Yeah, not everything can be like Vanderpump.
No, but I agree. I
it's
agree
true.
with you 100%. That's why I watch the show. But
That's why I was happy
you don't
too. You
cheat
got a
on your
taste of it
girlfriend
upstairs.
every. Do you know what? You don't need to do that.
Certain people have different priorities. Me personally, in LA, since I've been here, integrity to me is fucking everything.
Yeah.
Me, when I say something, I want people to believe it, to know it's going to happen, or to trust me. To trust me when I say like, hey, we're gonna hang out later, or we're gonna like whatever. It could
I'm
be
gonna
the
be an
smallest
hour
thing.
late, but we're gonna no.
But like integrity,
I'll be an hour late.
Like honesty and integrity and transparency to me is so important, and it's gotten me so far in this town. It really has. And anybody who asks about like who's worked with me, who's done anything with me, they'll tell you like I'm a person that is true and honest, and that's it.
What's a fault about yourself? What's one of your biggest faults?
One of my biggest faults is that, like, Ariana tells me, she's like, you're like Jon Snow.
That's not a fault in any way. I want a real fault.
Okay, I'll tell you a one is that I get too obsessed with certain things and I let everyday things sort of neglect. Like I get a little bit obsessive compulsive into something like let's just
you're passionate about.
Passionate and laser focused into one thing, and I let like other things go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%. That's called being creative and
I'm always fucking late. Always.
But that's LA.
No, that's me.
Never been able to be on time in this fucking town.
No, it's not traffic. I literally live 2 blocks from here. And if you're like, Tom, be here at 8, I'm showing up at 8:15. It's just the way it's going to happen.
I had a feeling it would happen. It's tradition. But, speaking of being punctual, James said he's always punctual, and also a creative moment. When he showed up for Jax's housewarming, I was getting my mail. So I got to see the toilet paper cake.
Yes.
Which is one of my
God.
favorite things that I think I've seen on the show ever. Because you know what? It's low calorie and it's a lot of fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that your own
much.
recipe, the toilet paper cake?
Of course. Everything is my own recipe, man.
Craig,
Hey,
what's
by the
your
way-
favorite moment from the show? Like ever?
Ever.
That scene you'll never forget.
Okay, well, I got to say, it's funny that you two are here. I got to say the Mixology fight. Always a high mark for
Hilarious.
Oh
How sick is that?
my
The reflector.
God.
It's cool. Yeah, mixology fight.
That
Holy
mixology
fuck.
fight was,
Holy
honest to God,
shit.
guys, if
A
you would have
dream,
been
a
there,
nightmare.
you have
Nightmare.
no fucking idea how insane that fucking
Tom,
night was.
What did we do, bro?
Dude,
Never
this was
again.
insane.
Never again.
Guys.
I can't believe that was Tom.
Guys,
That scares the
listen,
fuck
like-
out of me.
Have you ever you can watch you watch like a Western and
Please
like
let me have my moment on this.
you watch
After
you watch a Western. Okay, no.
You watch
Yes,
a
definitely,
Western?
definitely. No, you watch a Western and like some guy pushes some guy into another guy and that guy turns around and punches somebody in the face and then he thinks it's like the dude standing behind him and he
then
punches
the
some dude in the
prostitute's
face.
father
And literally
jumps
all
in.
of a sudden everybody is literally, dude, the entire place was
Chairs and tables.
ignited
Yeah.
into a
I'm lucky
brawl.
I didn't break every tooth in
And
my
this is in the
mouth.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
I'll tell
Grove,
you about
dude.
that.
The most rated PG place
Yeah, the
in
Grove.
fucking
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
The Grove.
That's some
And there
gang
is
shit.
literally a brawl, a
That's some
full-blown fucking like
Gang shit.
45-minute like shenanigan fucking brawl happening.
So here we go. Yeah, listen. Right. So like out of nowhere, yeah, it's like literally so clean, it's like so corny and amazing. Like it was like, oh, can I take a Beamer selfie? Can I take a Honda Civic selfie? You know, and like literally halfway through my
Which had nothing to do with it. It was literally just
Nah,
the way
just
James was
way
like
of
this. He was like,
acting.
why don't you take a Honda
Oh,
Civic
yeah, it was right in
selfie?
his
Like
face,
in
right
it.
in his
You were
face.
spitting the words out for sure. Yeah,
Bit
yeah.
in them words out.
like an
Spitting on
angry
his face,
Muppet.
probably. So yeah, angry Muppet.
By the way,
indeed.
there's an Instagram account dedicated to that phrase, Honda
it's
Civic
called
Selfie.
Honda Civic Selfie.
And they make great little videos.
Oh my god, yeah, Honda Civic selfie. I've seen them. Shout out Honda Civic
I
selfie.
have to
What's your
disagree
favorite,
with
Diana?
James.
Go tell
Oh,
your
wait,
disagreement.
I didn't
Oh, yeah,
even
no,
say
sorry,
it.
James, go on.
So listen, so then I get like a nice slap in the face.
It was a push.
I got like incognito, right? Like a push to the face. Yeah, who does that? But it was amazing. It
was weird.
It was like, "Whoa!" and then next thing you know, I get on all fours. Okay, and like the place is going crazy. And I swear to God, I remember literally like being pinned down on the floor and then just seeing a table, like the legs of the table in slow motion, just like
Sliding by in the air.
literally. And I was thinking, if my mouth was open and I was 5 centimeters up, I swear all of these just would have gone.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, right off. It was just horrific.
Dude.
But it didn't happen. Very scary.
Yeah.
I think I cracked a rib. Someone was like pinning me down.
So Kristen
Sheena sliced her foot open.
Oh, yeah, that's right, on her
It's
birthday.
just
Yeah.
blood everywhere.
Kristen started
It's fucking
punching.
insane.
Kristen started punching James.
Schwartz.
Schwartz started punching Schwartz, and then
She lapsed into a bad British accent, too, for a second. You'll see
Yeah,
it's on the
yeah,
show. She's
actually,
like, yeah,
I
get
think
off
I remember
him.
that.
And I was like, what is she doing? Yeah.
yes, Kristen used to literally say "oi." She's go "oi."
Yeah,
I'm
she
like,
used to say,
oh
"Oi."
God, please don't ever
She
do that.
Oid.
Used to oid.
But you guys are
my
friendly
goodness.
again now, right? James, you and Kristen after the...
I mean,
All
you
right,
guys
no
are cool.
comment on that? Okay.
No, we're not.
Anyways,
So, what, I don't have any reason to like her.
So-
She has no reason to like me.
What does mean
well,
like
whatever.
you're cool with each other is what I was wondering.
I hate that
You're
word.
civil,
We're cordial.
civil.
I either
No.
like you or I don't.
you're civil shepherd.
Nah.
Anyways, so I pushed him. I got pulled back immediately because everybody just assumed that like Tom's gonna like beat the shit out of James. So like everybody just let James just fucking like run around. So like I keep getting
So I went on
keep
all
getting like
fours.
held back. I keep getting held back, and
Yeah.
James comes up and starts.
I go on all fours though, so no one saw me.
Undetectable. You're out of
Pop up
the.
out of nowhere. I got like 2 fucking nice ones.
That's a good move. In a melee like that, no one's looking down at the floor. They're
one.
always looking at sideways. Yeah.
No one.
So I go down. James grabs me and gets me in a headlock, and he literally starts going, "Whoa! I'll call you now," and like all this shit, and we're like against the bar, and I'm literally like inside. I'm just like the Hulk, dude, like the
Yeah.
Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, don't even. And then they're like, all right, break it up, and they pull us aside.
So good.
And so they're like holding me back, and they're like, James, just go over there. But they're like literally holding me back, holding my arms and everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, Tom, stop. And I'm like trying to get to James, and like in the meantime, fucking Kristen's like punching fucking Schwartz. And then I go up next to the bar. She's like, oh my God, my foot is cut. Like her foot is like fucking bleeding profusely.
Yeah, gushing
So I
blood.
go
Oh,
against the
God.
bar, and then all of a sudden James comes up and goes, "Hey man," and he like literally just like out of nowhere fucking like smokes me in the fucking side of the face like twice. And I'm like, I literally like erupt into fucking
Eruption.
pure anger.
Yeah.
And then like I go and
Didn't get me, though. Didn't
so,
get me.
so fucking
Didn't get me again.
so fucking
I was gone.
Mike Shea's dad grabs me.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, Tom, calm down. Sheena's bleeding, calm down. And I kind of like, he's like holding me back, and then another person's holding me back. And then basically like, I get away from them, and I grab James by the back of his head. I get one sort of soft kick to the face. I kicked him softly in the face.
A soft kick. Yeah.
And then I get pushed again to the side. And again, like, James is over there like, yeah, what are you going to do, dude? What are you going to do? And then like Shay's dad is right there. He's like, Tom, you need to calm down. And I was on predator mode. Like I shoved him aside, and his glasses kind of went flying.
Oh yeah, that's never
And
good.
then Shay's older brother, who I think he's like bounty hunter or whatever.
Uh-huh.
That motherfucker came in and just started fucking smoking me in the face because he saw the glasses, like he saw his dad's glasses come off.
Yeah.
And he's hitting me, punching me in the face. And I'm like, no, sorry, stop. And I'm like getting hit. I'm like, boom, boom. James is over there, whatever, and he's pushed down and stepped on. Like he's getting like basically smothered because they're like, they know he's provoking me, and I'm like, I won't let it go because he keeps provoking me. And then Kristen comes up and she's like, oh, you gonna start a fight? You fucking blah. And she starts hitting me in the face. Kristen starts punching me in the face, and then
it was a
literally
good fight.
Ariana
It
gets
was
in
a
the
good
middle.
fight.
Ariana gets in the middle, and she's like, whoa, like trying to like stop a fucking horse stampede.
Yeah.
Dude, it was nuts.
Can I ask James something? It's not a question.
Oh yeah, all right. Shoot.
So you're going to ask him a non-question. I like this. It's a new concept.
It's a non-question.
Conversation. You're starting a convo.
Yeah,
with me.
remember when you said I'm the white Kanye?
Yes.
I know
Oh, God.
you've negated that now, but I beg to differ. I think you're the white male Cardi B.
Oh God, no.
That's a bit of a compliment, though.
It is.
Yeah, no, I love Cardi B,
Yeah.
but like she's female.
Well,
Yeah,
she
I said the male.
She said white
I
male.
said
Cardi
white
B.
male Cardi B.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I thought I was being.
Yeah, no, it's a
I'm
nice.
not going to say anything nice anymore.
I mean,
Fuck
no,
that.
I like it. Thank you for the compliment,
You speak your
but I
mind.
won't be running with that now.
Right, you're just going to stick to James Kennedy.
Yeah, it's James Kennedy for now.
Isn't your middle name
I keep
motherfucking?
Kanye. I keep Kanye. Yeah, James motherfucker. No, it's just
James
fucking
motherfucking
Kennedy. No,
Kennedy.
just James fucking Kennedy.
It's nice when you see it on the birth
I don't like the
certificate.
whole mother behind the whole fucking thing. Like motherfucking. It's so like it's just James fucking Kennedy, mate.
It's just James fucking. It's just James fucking Kennedy, mate.
I know, but
You're not Irish.
I keep you're
not Scottish.
You know, I keep a Kanye in my fucking prayers, yeah. I keep him in my fucking prayers. I'm a big fan of his music, yeah. I down at the pub with a couple of pints.
I
yeah.
love ya.
Big times on his music, but yeah, no, I don't even know. R.I.P. White Kanye. No, honestly, rest in peace, the White Kanye. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm turning into. I've been working on a lot of music lately.
Yeah.
You know, I've been producing. I've got some stuff in the works with, you know, some pretty big people in the game.
Tom Sandoval.
Doing some remixes, and I'm working on a debut album that should be coming out, in the near future.
Great.
But honestly, I've been focusing on that.
It's called TomTom Sessions.
Can you spill some collaboration?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, I've got a little show. I've got a little show lineup coming up. So if anyone's in Chicago on the 24th, I'll be at Underground, and then I'll be at in New Jersey at a secret location. You'll be finding out on my Instagram tomorrow.
Oh, so keep watching that.
And then I'll be back in LA for a day for a See You Next Tuesday, and then you can catch me the next day in Arizona. So very exciting things coming up next week.
Nice.
Is this out before then?
Should be, yeah.
Cool, yeah. So,
James,
so follow me on the Insta for all the upcoming show dates. Cheers.
Because we're talking about See You Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And of course, you're a DJ, as we all know. Andros, your dad, also a DJ.
Right, exactly. Yeah, my dad. Shout out, Dad, if you're listening. Yeah, my dad was a DJ. He did a bunch of it. He was producing as well.
Yeah.
He had like a #1 record in London at one point for
cool.
a remix. Yeah. He used to do all of these things, remixes when George was popping off and managing George. And then basically, he had the techniques and stuff in the
double
office.
decks and all that. Yeah.
So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, he really did teach me all of that. And, there's pictures of me like 4 years old on his decks, you know what I mean? There's like an open Heineken on the fucking day. It's not like that, you could have moved that. But, yeah, man, he taught me pretty much all of that. And then moving to Ibiza too, he was actually property developing in Ibiza. So he was just building houses with his friend. It's completely off topic of music, but also the house music capital of the world.
Right, so you're around it all the time, yeah.
And, I remember like faint memories of me being in nightclubs when I was little. Right?
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were nightclubs at the time.
How old were you when you had your first drink?
I don't know, people were getting fucked in the bathroom and doing cocaine and you know what I mean? And this is like back in the 90s in London. I mean, you can only imagine.
Sure.
So, it was pretty epic. And then, but my dad was obviously, anytime I was around, it was with George. There was security. Like there was shit happening. We're in the VIP in the office. Like I'm playing Pac-Man in the office and there's like a club happening downstairs.
Totally.
He'd put me behind the decks and it looked like a gimmick DJ. I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
But it was so fun, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, my dad was an actual DJ.
That's crazy, yeah. You mentioned this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
the two of you.
my dad was on a morning show in Illinois. He was like almost like a radio personality. He was a radio personality.
Right.
They would play like what's the Meatloaf song?
Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yeah, that was the Taking a Shit song.
Yeah, I knew it because that's a classic. That or Freebird.
And they would have a speaker playing in the bathroom, so they would know like when it was coming to an end. Like they know they had to like finish up.
Yeah.
But he would play like Frosty. During
hilarious.
Christmas, he would play Frosty the Snowman for my brother. Like in the morning, like
Give him a little shout out on the show.
yeah. It was great. My dad, he had a broadcasting degree, and he abandoned it because back in the day, and this is like before Howard Stern and all that shit. There just wasn't any like money in it.
Oh, no, it's a hard line of business.
Especially back in the day, there was no real famous, people on the radio didn't get paid jack shit.
That's Chicago, Illinois, Chicago, right?
In Chicago, that home of house music.
Chicago
he was
house music, that's what I'm saying.
My dad was getting paid almost twice as much as he would make being on the radio as he would like DJing a wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? And he just got out of it.
I've never DJ'd a wedding.
I've DJ'd a couple of friends' weddings, and it's
Well,
only,
now you're about to.
It's not something.
I read something.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm kidding.
Shut up.
I read something about it today.
Yeah, me
Interesting.
too.
Did
They've been
you?
talking, these two. Tommyana.
I just posted a thing with me and Ariana and Brendan Urie from the Weenie Roast, and I was
Oh,
hey,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
by the way, you're singing at our wedding.
Yeah, I saw
If we
that.
get married, I swear, if we get married, I am gonna make.
Hey, guess what? You're playing our wedding.
Yeah, so people took it as like you're getting married.
Yeah, people are running with that.
Yeah.
By the way, that guy can fucking sing.
As you can tell from that, yeah. It's almost there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anytime. So I got some other questions. Well, I want to ask you about the Greek tradition of spitting during the baptism, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, what is that? Because someone wrote us saying that we had the wrong definition or the wrong reason for why it's part of the tradition. So why did they do that at Greek ceremonies?
Oh, I mean, I'm not an expert.
Well, okay. All right. What did you...
Because I was the baby being baptized.
That's right. It was a long time ago.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
it's hard to remember back to what the logic is behind it.
George spat on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically, it's protection, it's we are one thing. It's kind of like it's love. It's love.
Sure.
It's celebrated in many cultures in different ways around the entire world. This is just one way in like Greek Orthodox churches, that they do it, and it's kind of cool.
It's like in Lion King when he puts the fruit on his forehead.
Yeah, fruit on the
exactly.
forehead. Yeah, exactly. It's just protection, forever love. It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there was some confusion. One of the listeners said it was for something else. We didn't know if it was for protection or if it's something to like impart the
I think it's
talents and life essence or whatever. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's an interesting tradition.
Yeah.
And we were talking about your relationship with Jax this year, but what about your relationship with Lala?
Me and Lala's relationship, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, that girl, she's so amazing. She's amazing with everything she does, honestly. From beginning of making music with her to seeing how far she's come now is incredible. And we're going through a little bit of a rocky path. She's obviously had a very horrible past few months, and I just keep her in my heart and my prayers. I can't wait to talk to her. I love her to bits, and I hope I see her this summer. Yeah, I can't. I miss her a lot. Her brother's going to come and visit next month, and he's very excited to hang out with me. Catch up, have a beer. So all in good light. Yeah. And with all the stuff before, again, backfires on me saying dumb shit. I don't even. Yeah, but fuck.
James, on my worst day, I would never say that shit.
I don't want to go back to Tom being my Yoda because he already did that. We already did that today. But again, we go through tiffs, and unfortunately, I say what I think, and I think what I say.
You better not really think that.
Tom, listen, this is months ago. Okay, I'm literally growing every single day and learning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the 21-year-old me that started at so is certainly way far from what I am now. You must say.
Of course.
So listen,
a lot of steaming glasses as well, which is nice.
And
I think, James, one thing you should keep in mind.
You should too, Tom.
All right, I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you.
I'm saying this to you, and I'm also saying this to myself.
Thank you.
When I go to say things, or when you go to say things, we should both remember to think of the embarrassment and or the
outcome.
The outcome of what you're saying.
Totally. Filter it up a little bit.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Like,
thank you.
If your mom triggers me by saying Tom, that I don't love that shirt, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you disgusting bitch, blah 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 blah.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying, dude.
Right. Neither would I though. Well, if your mom said she hated my shirt, you think I'm going to call your mother a disgusting bitch? No.
Well, I mean, but it's not that far-fetched,
but do I remind people of the bad things they've done sometimes? Yeah. Have I body shamed a few people before? Yeah. But you know what? Get over it. Get the fuck over it. Sorry.
Just think about tomorrow. Just think about tomorrow.
Yeah. Yesterday was tomorrow.
Today, tomorrow, and yesterday. It's one of them.
Today's yesterday's tomorrow.
That's right.
And here I am living in it, aren't I, Tom? And here I am living in it.
Wait, I wish I could reach my phone right now so I could put that in there.
I want to drop that goes like that. It's like, today's yesterday's tomorrow.
Diana has her hand up. She has a comment or question.
Tom and I are going to have beef after this.
You had beef when you started, and now you're going to have beef lingering on.
A lot of beef.
Lots of beef,
It comes from a place of love because, I watch the show.
It's vegan beef.
Yeah, it's vegan beef.
Ew.
Vegan love beef.
Gross.
Vegan love beef.
It's a little leathery, but it's all right. Anyway.
I just did throw up a little bit in my mouth.
I love it how you just told James to filter himself. But when I said about Jax that if you wouldn't do something on TV that you wouldn't want to watch, don't do it. And you're like, yeah, but the good thing about the show is that we're unfiltered and we're completely ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
I feel like James is just being himself. He just says it how it is. He tells it how it is.
No, I
think that's so much better than cheating on your girlfriend.
I would say, listen.
What?
Whoa.
Telling it like it is better than cheating on your girlfriend.
In terms of sort of crimes of the show.
Crimes, yeah.
It's apples and oranges. Look.
Crimes.
Look.
Yeah. James's crime.
Next week on Crime Watch.
There's been worse crimes. There's been worse crimes.
Yeah.
In all fairness, can I be fair now?
Yes. we are unfiltered. Whatever, I get that. I'm not saying filter yourself or edit yourself. I'm just saying that, like, the
Be
thing
respectful.
James was saying about Randall, we're not
100% out of order, and I took those back and I've apologized. So
what I'm saying is be honest. Be honest. Don't be reactive or overcompensate. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So I'm not telling James to like filter himself or edit himself. I'm saying, yes, be honest, but like what I'm saying is like, if you bump into me in the grocery store, like maybe I shouldn't go like beat the shit out of your car with a baseball bat in retaliation. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make.
So you're saying try to gauge an appropriate reaction?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
All I got out of that conversation was don't bump into Tom
you
at
sneeze
Trader
on me,
Joe's.
Craig, I'm not going to go like kill your parents.
And if you do, take an Uber.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to make.
Do you feel like you guys sometimes just forget to like do the right thing because you are praised to do the wrong thing, because essentially people love to watch shit happen on the show?
That's interesting. I think that, you know, your reputation is everything, or who you want to be, to me, is everything. Like I understand like I screw up or whatever, but I don't think that necessarily we are ever pushed in any way to do something wrong just to be salacious or just to get a story out of that.
Right.
People that fuck up, like James said that shit about Randall. Jax did this whatever thing with Faith. I'm just saying.
No, Tom,
in general,
yeah.
that is
And
that is
Schwartz
their
made out
choice.
with a girl while he was married. Yeah, a married fucking man. Right, when Lisa
James
Vanderpump
Deflection
married them
Kennedy.
together.
James Deflection Kennedy.
So what is this?
Had nothing
I
to
thought your middle
do.
name was
But
fucking.
Tom is actually one of the more like, you know, he hasn't. He's,
On the straight and narrow, you mean?
Schwartz made out with that girl.
Tom's
It
like
has
glue.
nothing to do with anybody.
holds his family together.
It has nothing to do with anybody being influenced or pushed to do anything. They're just literally living their lives, and sometimes we all make bad decisions. And apparently you all like watching it.
Yeah, we like it a little bit, just enough to talk about it all the time, every week.
Good God.
Well, you know, let's talk about something that was a big moment on the show this year, your relationship with Logan.
Yes.
Let's find out a little bit more from your side of things.
Shoot.
So basically, Logan told Brittany's sister, Tiffany, right?
Yeah.
That you two had been boning and he was in love with you, et cetera, et cetera. So
Jeez.
what happens? What was the scene when you heard about that for the first time?
It was at Tiger's boxing gym.
Oh,
Shout
that's
out
right.
Tiger's boxing gym.
Right.
Me and Tom just got done with a little spa, headed outside for some water on a little break, and then Jax had to mention it. Again, a deflection moment. But you're not yelling it now, are you? Listen. So then Jax goes on to tell me that basically, you know, Logan is saying this about you.
Which is not fucking cool, by the way, because we all know that me and Schwartz are the hottest dude couple. So I was like a little fucking pissed that like my power P-bottom partner.
So then, so I don't even believe it at that time. You know what I mean? Because it's just no way.
Because you think because it's coming from Jax?
100%.
Yeah.
And also just like, there's no way Logan's saying that. Like we've talked about like what this is going to be on the show, because we were best mates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't talk to him anymore.
Okay.
It's been a few months, but listen, we were best mates. And at the end of the day, you know, we'd go out, have a lot of fun together and stuff like that. He'd get with his girls. I'd get with, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? We were friends for like longer than before. Like I knew Raquel or anything like that. So anyway, not that has anything to do with it. It's just, it was hurtful as a best friend for that to happen. So I don't believe Jax at the moment, because I just think this is like, you know, oh my God, this is what you've been waiting for, isn't it? So whatever. I call him at Brittany's apartment, and he just goes and admits it, and then he just says like he loves me. And it's like, you know, he only would ever say that drunk. He tells Tom Sandoval that he loves him, but I do genuinely think that like in his brain, like, you know, because he can't have him, he just wants him that much more. And then that infatuation becomes like some kind of...
I
like,
wouldn't be surprised if
wait, just hold on.
Go ahead.
So then, you know, all of that happened. He said it to me on the phone, and it just like honestly was just horrible. You know, I was tearing up inside because it's like, bro, you threw away such a cool friendship.
I saw you get him upset, and I mean, I would be upset too.
Yeah, it was nasty. And then at the end of the day, you know, I did forgive him though, and we were mates for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But then it just like, you know, with the show airing and stuff, it just like changes people's
perception or feelings about it.
That's the thing about this show is like you go through things twice.
You heard him what?
Nothing. But like, you know, it's just like, yeah.
You go through it when it happens, and then you go through it when you have to watch it.
100%. Sometimes at the point where you don't even remember what happened that night, and then you get to watch it, and it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, a lot of people have the benefit of when they're in a blackout, never remembering it, actually, or never having any actual proof of it. You guys get to have it on camera.
I never black out and just not remember, ever.
Yeah.
That never happens to me. But what does happen to me is like, if it does come close to that, and I wake up and I sleep all day, then eventually 6 months later, I am going to not quite remember.
Well, there's always browning out as well.
You know the fireball moment when I was like, whoa,
of course. Another
like
favorite moment of
fucking,
mine. Yeah.
loony. But then at the end of the what am I doing, dude? That was years ago. But listen, like, you know, oh my God, I didn't remember doing that. No, that was my first season.
No, I'm kidding. I will say that like Logan definitely
Sheena's birthday party at the Andaz.
Logan, I think
so. That was your
second
second season,
guy,
right? Because the first season was a mixology fight at her birthday. And then the second season.
No, that's the season after that.
That's the season. She had the decades party at Andaz.
4.
No, because you were dating, almost about to break up with
Because they were
Kristen.
both at Sheena's birthday.
Yeah.
The mixology was at Sheena's birthday, and decades party was at...
Before. Mixology was before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it would have been...
Yeah, your second year.
That was
your
season 4 party.
Yeah,
right? Wow. Time flies, guys.
I know. And it kind of gets all blurry, too. Sometimes...
My point, exactly. Yeah. That's literally what I was saying. I don't remember.
This segment brought to you by Creep City, the first single and video from Jake Shear's self-titled debut solo album.
Get me out of this creep city. I'm flat broke and I don't need pity right now. Just get me out. All the dogs in the back been smothered, and these cats don't make good lovers. This town's on cursed ground.
Creep City, available on Spotify and Apple Music now. And Jake's album drops on August 10th, 2018. You can pre-order it now. The vinyl is a gorgeous package, and we all know how nice a gorgeous package can be. So act now and grab one for yourself. Get it today.
I want to get back to Jax's meltdown at Sir. Because you certainly
Legendary,
had, James, you certainly had a couple moments at Sir last year that were a little bit like on the edge of were you going to stay there or not? Yeah.
Last year
You
was
know
like
that's one of like Ken and Lisa's biggest
Restaurants?
biggest pet peeves. Like
Insubordination
that's
at
like
the restaurant?
It's not insubordination. It's not being late. It's having a meltdown and creating a huge embarrassing scene.
Yeah.
In the restaurant is like a huge no.
Yeah, right.
That's one thing with like TomTom. Like,
will you welcome those?
I will not welcome. You can be late. You have a fucking meltdown like that.
Yeah,
you're fired.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, you've been warned. You have a fucking like you have a Jax Taylor fucking meltdown like that. Dude, I'm sorry. Like, that was ridiculous.
You have a rip your mic pack off meltdown. It's all over.
Yeah.
James, I got to ask you, on the reunion, Lala brings up your living situation with Paul, sometimes referred to on this podcast as Stoner Paul, for the only reason is that someone told us that he smoked a lot of weed, and so immediately he became Stoner Paul.
Stoner Paul, for sure.
Yeah. So
that's him.
So how did you meet Stoner Paul?
Okay, so I met Stoner Paul through Max, actually. Max Vanderpump at Pump. They're close friends. They go to the shooting range together and blah, blah, blah. 2 years ago, I walked into his like penthouse in where I live, and boom, like he was like, I leave for like San Francisco 6 months out of the year I'm gone, 6 months of the year I'm here, on and off, 1 year, 1 month, 1 month. So then, you know, he charges me $500 a month to live there.
That's not bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And I got him to save money. But, you know, plot twist, I just got my apartment.
Nice, congratulations.
This month, tonight, actually.
No way. Where you at? Let's hear the address.
And he's getting a puppy.
And I'm getting a puppy on the
right.
25th, and Raquel is actually moving in with me.
Wow.
No way.
Big changes. Big. This
month.
is a big, yeah.
I'm definitely.
I heard she's graduating.
I'm saving up for that nice ring for her, man. I'm
Wow.
saving up for that nice ring.
She's-
This is some serious shit, right?
She
Hinting
graduating?
at 2 weddings
She's
here.
graduating on the 18th. We get our poppy on the 25th, and the first night I live in my new apartment is tonight,
Oh my
gentlemen.
God,
Wow,
she's gonna get. So she's
congratulations.
gonna
I
get.
am no longer at Paul's establishment.
She's getting a new apartment, a ring, and a high school diploma all in the same.
And a puppy.
no, the ring's not quite yet. We're getting the apartment and the dog this month.
But I like how you didn't contest. He said high school diploma.
I don't get it. It's because she's so sexy and young. I get that. Yeah,
I don't
But
think
do-
anybody in high
she's-
school is sexy
she-
anymore, but maybe that's just me.
No, she's actually graduating from college in kinesiology, so she's a very smart girl.
Deanna, what's your question?
Who do you think is getting a ring first, Ariana or Raquel?
I hope Ariana.
Raquel.
Oh, wow.
Shit. I said I
Split
hope
decision.
Ariana, and
Yeah.
he goes Raquel.
Ariana's already
So
gotten a
straight
ring.
up, yeah. Ariana doesn't want to get married to Tom.
Ariana,
Yeah.
no.
To anyone.
or
Listen,
anyone,
listen,
anyone,
listen.
to anyone.
Yeah, wait.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
getting to that part. I was getting to that.
She's already. I've already given her multiple rings.
Right.
Yeah.
She gave him one big one too.
Yes.
But Tom, I don't think the blinky ring counts.
Sit down. What are you doing? Sit down. Tom's buzzing today. I'm honestly proud of Tom with the whole TomTom thing. I know we keep going over it, but
But it's
this
all right,
is
it's an
honestly,
exciting thing.
This is the biggest thing that's happened.
Yeah.
This is the biggest thing that's happening.
thank
This
you,
is going to
man.
make news lines.
Are you gonna DJ there?
Of course.
Yes.
Ken, again, junior partners, right? So Ken's already on top of me DJing. He ain't even got a say in it. Ken's like, send the promo pictures now. Did you get that email?
Yeah,
Because I'm on it. I'm on it.
We've been building. Your DJ booth is built actually.
That is fucking crazy. And hey, I'm gonna do him proud though too. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
of
be
course.
getting drunk on the job. I'm not gonna be getting fired.
There'll be
And-
no microphones.
And I'm honestly really honored to work for Tom. Like he's gonna be the best boss ever.
And
Thank
the
you,
DJ
man.
booth, from what I understand, is up high, so you're not in the mix of
He
everything,
knows.
which is the
he
best.
already knows where to put me.
Can we try my weird snack now?
Oh, that's right. You guys have a
Yes.
minute. We have to have the weird snack before you
I want it.
depart
I want
for the
it.
dance party.
I'm sorry, you guys might throw
I
up
don't
before
think
your
I'm
party.
going to the dance party
Oh,
tonight.
really? Oh.
I don't think so
Honestly.
either. You might be sick from my
I've
disgusting.
try it.
got,
Let's try
I've
it.
got a big meeting tomorrow morning, actually.
Let's
See,
try-
this is the
let's try the weird
responsible
snack.
James Kennedy.
At-
James Responsible Kennedy.
At
This is
Live
new.
Nation, actually, I can disclose this.
Ah,
So
it's
I've got some
exciting
big
news.
things happening, yeah.
We're looking
gosh.
forward to hearing about the results of this meeting.
Learn from your friends'
Just all
mistakes.
the music.
What is this
no
weird
one's
snack?
going to hear
Let's
the
try it.
results. They'll hear the music.
Well,
Okay, you might have tried it before because you've been in LA for a while, but I love it, and every person who tries this wants to throw up. And because me and Craig always talk about,
There's no way.
what do you mean there's no?
Oh, wait, are you whipping out Marmite?
No.
but we
That's
do
what I
discuss
thought.
Marmite
That's
quite a bit.
I love a little Marmite on buttered toast.
But James and I have similar taste and shit,
What is
so
this?
Didn't we compare Jack's to Marmite?
Wait, I'm trying this.
Yeah,
At one point
we
we
did.
did, yeah.
there's
I
one
hope
for
I
you
don't
too,
throw
Craig.
up.
This is called pulparindo.
It's Mexican candy.
Interesting.
Pulparindo. Is this the chili?
Yeah.
It's made with real fruit.
I think you
apparently.
might like this. You hate this. You 100% hate this.
Listen to her.
No, but you have to try it, James.
Yeah, I mean it.
Okay. Tom, thoughts?
I don't hate it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't hate it. Oh, it's got a kick.
Yeah. I'm obsessed.
I'm gonna make a cocktail.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Can you make a drink that tastes
I'm gonna
like
make
this?
a cocktail that tastes like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I knew you would. Okay, Craig hates
Okay,
it.
no, I was taking a photo of it. I wanted
Okay.
before I, blemish the packaging.
Craig and I always joke about disgusting
Listen,
things I
it's-
like.
it's-
So
You got to eat half like I did.
It's weird.
Half
It's
in one
weird.
go? All
I
right.
will say it is weird, but
it's
like
so strange.
I will 100% make a cocktail out
Would
of
you
this.
snack on that?
I would
Tom
not.
would.
I don't. I mean, it's very sweet. There's a lot of sugar in it. I could tell.
Yeah.
So
my
snacking
God.
is.
I literally will have 5 of them.
It sounds awful.
I couldn't have 5 of them, but I certainly don't hate it.
It tastes like one of my.
Can you guys be fucking honest? Like, is it
I am
gross?
being honest.
Okay.
We like it.
We're not being filtered.
we all
We're being
like
honest.
it.
Yeah.
It's spicy. Holy shit!
who
It's
hates
really.
it?
Whoa.
I don't know. I can see how
love
people might not be into it, but I don't mind it. I'm not a big confectionery sweet fan, though. I would
Okay.
prefer chocolate.
I'll keep
for
eating
But this
sugar.
is like more spicy than sweet.
It is. I like spicy.
Yeah. I will literally have 5 of them.
What's the fruit?
make-
I think it's delicious.
It's delicious. They make you shit like crazy.
Oh, that's even better. That's good. Forget the water pills. Forget the
Yeah.
other things. Just
You know
a couple
what?
paparindos.
Forget juicing. Just have the sweets.
That's right.
You'll be fine. Flush you out.
I've already finished mine.
What's the underlying fruit taste on this one? What is the
It's a Mexican fruit, apparently.
Like a fig?
tamarind?
Yeah, tamarind.
Tamarind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
In the citrus family.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things to snack on. I know. I'm weird
This
as
is
fuck.
honestly, like, just so you know, like, as a bartender, this is a really good route to follow when you're making a drink. The savory is all underneath. The first thing that hits your mouth is the citrus immediately.
Right. Yeah.
Then the sweet, and the spicy is what leaves you hanging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm addicted to that. I love it. I could have like 10 of them.
That's great.
They destroy your
So,
stomach.
I knew when you said 5, you really meant 10. That's like
Yeah,
a classic
I did mean,
person
yeah.
with a problem
I
will
know.
say, yeah. Oh, no, I only have 3 drinks. 2 glasses of wine. Usually it means 4
Played
to 5.
it down a little, but
Let's go grab a beer.
Yeah. I've been out with you, and I know you just love a beer. A single
one.
beer. That's right.
We're going to go all the way there.
Get an
We're going to
Uber.
Uber all the way there.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to have one beer.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
So let's go enjoy that beer. Guys, thanks so much for joining us, Deanna.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us, man.
Yes,
Thanks, man.
Sienna.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice to meet you.
Find us on Instagram and Twitter at Pump Rules Pod, or go to pumprolespodcast.com for more information. Email pumprolespodcast@gmail.com and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/pumprolespodcast. Thanks for listening and see you next time.